My name is Alex Gonzalez. Like we said, I'm here in Southern California, Orange County, United States, and I'm a struggling entrepreneur.
My name is Diego Antolini, and I'm an Italian national, but I've been living in the U.S. for several years. My job and my business life brought me everywhere to live in different countries, different cities. As Alex said, yeah, we're all struggling. I'm also a struggling entrepreneur. I'm also a trainer and a coaching. So what I do basically, beside import, export, and consultation, also I call myself a creative. So I like to create businesses and to connect the dots between people and companies, try to find the best out of everyone, build partnership and teams, and hopefully do something good, not just for profit, but also for the society.
I've known you for 8, 9 years now. We met here actually in Orange County. Yeah, it's been a long time, and it's been a fun journey together to see where everything's gone since then. Yeah, and I think that's kind of why we wanted to start this project. If you would agree on that, that we wanted to kind of see those differences and what it's like having a different type of a startup, what differs between our countries, but also kind of how everything is being handled on different levels, in terms of overall just the global economy as well, because that's a huge thing right now. Is just how much this really has been such a big difference. And what are kind of some of your thoughts on that?
Well, first of all, that whatever happens in the US influences all the rest of the world, and we know that. So even though you're focused on the national businesses, you know that that's a huge impact on whatever happens overseas, across the Atlantic, especially in Asia. So my international experience, I think it suits your national experience in the number one country in the world. Like we can kind of like dialoguing on that respect. Many times that there is a huge change going on in how the people perceive America, how American perceive America and how they're living their lives.
In the last 6 months, there's been such big changes and stuff like that. But I think definitely one of your biggest strengths is having kind of that bigger approach of being so multinational, because you have those connections with Asia and with everything in Europe, and then all of the importing and exporting you do. So I know for you, it's definitely, you have a much bigger picture on it. So it's going to be really interesting to see as the series goes, to talk about all these little things that have come up and really try to see what we can kind of decipher together and kind of work through this and strategize and see what can we take from each other and kind of build up to better, and maybe try to help other people out.
It's actually a very easy task with a person like you, Alex, because you're not like the average American. You are, in my opinion, one of the few Americans that can actually think widely. Like you are looking at, even if you stay in America, you're actually looking on every possible situation and dynamics that they happen outside of the American borders. And you are also have a great ability to ponder, to think, and to be objective about what's going on inside and outside your country. And not only that, but you are a very resourceful businessman in that you never give up on things. How can I turn negative things into positive? Something that we really have in common. I have the same mindset that you share.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, and that's all. It's glad to have a friend like you who does the same thing, who knows that, it's basically just trying to stay busy and trying to be productive, and like you said, and be supportive of that, because it's, that's at least my goal and my focus always is to stay busy. And I think together here, especially with outreaching on our channel here.
Yes, definitely so. And I really wish ourselves and our channel or series the best of luck. And we all hope that people that are going to watch us will feel inspired to our experiences and stories. So now, Alex, if you want to throw some of the topics that we may touch upon during our future conversation, what do you have in mind? What comes to mind?
Yeah, obviously the big thing is obviously, I mean, the global economy, number one. So talking on world politics, talking on just the main politics here in the United States, because that is so impactful to the rest of the world, especially like you said, with those trade deals and all the international business being done. There's so much going on out there with different startups. There's a lot out there on new social media trends. All of these cryptocurrencies, again, we know everyone's trying to get off of paper money because of that fear of the COVID-19. How can we not talk about that as well? What were some of the topics you were thinking?
Well, social media for sure, because it's a big, huge impact is having on politics and economy right now. It's really the hot spot. Social media power, social media uh, benefits, social media manipulation. There's a lot of stuff that we can share about the social media technology, IT, information technology, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and how about Internet of Things? Both of us are attracted and are using extensively technology for our purposes. So probably we want to share some view on that. And obviously traditional economy versus virtual economy. How financing is going to disrupt the real economy.
Yeah, I think that'll definitely be a big thing. Like, is trying to decipher what is being shown to us, and then kind of trying to, make our own information out of that instead of just reading articles and watching TV. I don't know how you guys are reporting stuff over there, but here it's everything is all over the place. And to be able to sit and have a conversation about it is probably the most important thing right now, to actually try to, as I always say, seek to understand. Because if you just read something, you're just reading. Read it. You can read a book and go off into the little book land in whatever world it's being created. But to actually sit there and try to decipher what's being said and better understand and connect those dots, that's a much deeper understanding and learning that hopefully we can try to, help each other with and see what's going on in different aspects of our entrepreneurship. So I think for us, it's best to try to hit some of these big topics together and try to navigate through them to see what's going to be next.
Well, guys, you heard Alex mark his word because those are really written in gold. It's something very, very good stuff in there. And yes, we will try to share our opinions about many things. Obviously, some opinions we will agree on, some opinion we'll probably disagree. So, well, Alex and I will try to demonstrate how even disagreeing on something will not interfere or influence our good friendship and decent dialogue and confrontation that we can have. We'll see in the next episodes, and hopefully we will have appreciation and support from you guys, because that's what the basic thing, the reason why we're doing this. It's because of you, because we really want to reach out to everyone and tell look, there are people, they're still decent. We can talk about business, we can talk about politics, we can talk about technology without being at war, without being aggressive.
Yeah, and that's definitely
Alex,
going to be key. For I think the best thing right now is for everybody to follow the channel, subscribe, turn notifications on, keep an eye on us. Our goal is to get episodes out at least once a week.
thank you so much for connecting with me today, and I'll see
Yeah.
you at the episodes.